You too. It's your boy Dex.
And Ash, we're back with another YouTube video today. We're gonna do the playoff of the other video where we do the girlfriend ask the boyfriend questions that girls want to know about boys. But it's gonna be the boyfriend ask the girlfriend question that boys want to know, right?
Guys want to know. Pretty interesting. I got a lot of good questions for Ash, so I'm gonna see her reply to them to help all my guys out there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking at the cup. All right, y'all, let's get this started. First question, baby. Do girls have a preference when it comes to guys?
Well, obviously. Every girl has a type, but like what they're most attracted to. Like for example, some girls aren't attracted to guys with like brown hair. Some girls aren't attracted to guys with like brown hair, blue eyes. Like some girls love like a surfer boy look. Some girls like a grunge boy look. Some girl like, I don't know, just a bunch of different, yeah, definitely girl has a preference. Yeah, like you said in like our last video, a girl has to be attracted to what they're seeing. To be able to.
That's interesting, I like that. That was a good answer. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna stomp her.
But don't get offended too, because there's a girl that has a preference that probably looks just like you. Not every girl's preference is the exact same.
Next question. Does race matter? So like black, white, Asian.
Does race matter?
Middle Eastern, you know, Hawaiian. I don't even know if that's a race.
Hawaiian.
Pacific Islander.
Like, what do you mean by matter?
Does it play an effect like on
it could play an effect. Some girls that are attracted to Asian guys more than they would be to like a white guy or something like that. It also like ties back to like preference and stuff like that, I guess you could say. Like you're gonna like the guy for like what you see. I don't know how to explain it. Some religions are a lot more strict on who they can date and who they can't date. So maybe that's like could play in a factor with some girls.
Does religion play an effect?
It could, cause like say if you're a Christian and you're really like, what do you call that?
Yeah, you're
strong
very
Christian or whatever you call it, or like you're like Muslim and like you have to date a Muslim girl or you have to do this. Obviously that can come into like a factor, definitely. Yeah, because if your beliefs don't match up, how are you gonna? You're gonna what do you call it? Collide at a lot of different like things.
Yeah,
so I feel like you come to like a lot of more arguments if like your beliefs don't match up in a sense. But yeah, I'm nervous.
What if I was recording you? Are you ready? I had her on Snapchat. Alright, next question. Does height matter to girls?
I think definitely, yeah. Because I personally, preference, not all girls, okay? Not all girls, so I'm not going to say that. But for me, I don't want a guy that's shorter than me. I know, like if you're a taller girl, obviously you're not going to want a guy that's 5'4". Like if you're a girl that's almost 6 foot, you're going to want a guy that's, not all girls though, I keep forgetting that. Because I do want a guy that's taller than them. Because honestly, who wouldn't? It's a nice height to hug them at and everything. But so not all girls, but me personally, yes, it does.
A limit where they're too tall, they're too short. So
too short.
What would you?
Okay,
what would you say?
Like almost 5'4".
What would you say is too short, or like?
I wouldn't want someone my height.
You wouldn't want someone your height.
I think 5'6" would be the lowest I'd go.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're 5'8", so.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a nice height for me. Like he's not too tall.
So they cannot be your height.
Not for me. That's my personal preference. Okay. So a lot of girls, some girls will date you if you're shorter than them, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Some girls will date you if you're taller than them, like a whole foot taller than them. They do not care. I've seen that before also, and they're very happy. So.
Have you ever seen someone like too tall? You think it's too tall, like?
I think it sometimes it can be cute if a guy's like really tall and a girl's short.
In some situations, yeah.
But.
Next question. What are the main things that girls look for in a guy?
Obviously looks.
Okay.
Looks.
Yeah.
Personality, for sure. Like if you can't match my goofiness, he can, of course. Then what's the point? If you can't match my not like goals. You have to have goals. Obviously, you have to be driven to do stuff. You can't just be a bum just sitting around doing nothing with your life, living in your mom's house your whole entire life. Like, I'm sorry, you just can't. You want something that's driven. You want something that like wants to go out and do things. Something that like shows you off. Personality, obviously your looks play somewhat of a factor. Like if you're goal driven, like if you have a plan for your life, not a plan, like a set plan, but like you want to be able, you want to do something with your life. Like you don't want to just sit like and mooch off your parents your whole entire life.
Okay, can I play off that?
Yeah.
So now, do girls kind of like people who are more like doctors, more like business guys?
I don't think it really matters. Depends on the girl also. Like if they're like have a high paying job, they might want someone to match their energy and goals. Like they don't want to pay all the bills, but some girls, it doesn't matter. Like if you love them for who they are and they have a job that's not making as much money as you, it doesn't really matter to them because you do love the person for who they are and their personality and things like that. I think the main factor is just like goal driven. Like say if I was a lawyer, but like he wanted to start his own business and stuff like that, I would be happy because he's doing what he wants to do, but he's not just sitting around waiting for it. He's going to do everything he can to get to that goal. Yeah. You have to be a dog lover too, by the way.
I'm not gonna quote anyone, but someone from my old college that I went to had like a list of like her ideal guy in her dorm room.
I feel ridiculous.
Like light skin, an athlete.
Yeah.
Just like blue eyes, like everything was just so like to the T. The elevator doesn't go all the way to the top, that's all I'm gonna say. Feelings about being looked at or approached in the gym. Guys like staring at you, like in the gym, and like guys like
do not just stare at a girl. It's so uncomfortable. It makes you so uncomfortable. Like I could be looking over at a rack to see if there's a squat rack. Rant mode turned on. And guys are just like, and I'm like, no, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at a freaking squat rack. Like don't. It's uncomfortable when a guy's just constantly staring you down, and you're just trying to get your workout in. So that's a big no for me. Just staring you down, just uncomfortable. Give him like a story time, like kind of like what happened, like your most like. One guy approached me, okay? I was dating him. It was when we first started dating. It was like this old guy that was like 40. He went up to a kid that was in my grade. He asked them, he's like, do you know that girl? And they were like, yeah. And stuff like that. And then he came over to me. He's like, you have such a tiny waist. You could definitely be an Instagram model. You have really nice legs. And then I was like, thank you. And then he went on, did his thing. I was going to my backup at the cable machine and stuff like that. Came back up to me. He was like, can I get your number? I was like, no, I have a boyfriend. He goes, oh yeah, it's probably like the fact that I'm like 30 years older than you too. And I'm like, ha. I think I was 18 at the time. And I was like, hi, yeah, haha. And he was like, don't ever let your boyfriend treat you bad. You can get any boy you want and stuff like that. Mind you, this guy's like my mom or my dad's age. And I'm just like, can you just leave me alone? Leave me alone. If you're gonna approach a girl in the gym,
how do we do it?
I don't think the gym's the place to approach girls personally.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think. Like people go there to work out, not to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend or girlfriends. Some guys have a different agenda. I do get that. Some girls maybe do have a different agenda as well. But it's just, you go there to work out. You don't gotta go there to look cute and stuff like that.
Next question. Biggest turn on for girls?
For me, nice smile. I like to work out and stuff like that, so I like a guy with a nice juicy butt and legs. I mean, but turn on for personality, I'd have to say you're goofy, obviously. I mean, everyone has a different thing, like a different turn on. Like I think it's just a turn on in general is like they can match your energy and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of playing off one of the answer you gave. Why do girls like guys' butts so much?
I don't know.
Like, why is that?
I think a lot of girls like the fact too that their boyfriends don't like when they touch their butt, so they like it even more.
No,
but
you know I don't care.
He doesn't mind at all, but I just think it's, I don't know, I just like, that's all I have to say.
Next question. Biggest turn-offs for girls?
Bad hygiene. You're nasty to like.
What do you mean by bad hygiene?
Bad hygiene.
Like, let's elaborate a little bit.
Like you don't take care of your skin, you don't wash yourself that much, like you don't wash your hair, you don't cut your nails. That's basically how it is. If you smell, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can tell when someone doesn't take care of themselves.
Some guys at the gym.
When you like just have like a nasty personality like towards everyone, like if you're terrible to your parents as well.
Oh yeah.
That's another turn off. Like if you're yelling at your mom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get me out of there.
Yeah. Second to last question. I threw in a doozy one here. How does a guy know if a girl is interested in them?
girls are a lot more easy to read compared to guys when it comes to knowing if they like them a lot. I think.
Oh no.
No, yes. I think that a girl, you can tell if a girl likes you if she's like asking you to hang out. Like if she's like obviously making the first. If a girl makes the first move, come on, you know she likes you.
Yeah.
If she's constantly like texting back to you and not taking like the whole day to respond to you, she's Snapchatting you back and not leaving you on read for a week or something like
That's
that.
what Ash was doing to me when we talked.
No, I did not. If you ask her out, like to go out or something like that, she says no, and she doesn't ask you to reschedule or anything. Like she says, imagine if you ask her out, and she's like, no, sorry, I'm busy, and she doesn't follow up with a question like, what about tomorrow, or what about Saturday, or something like that, and she just leaves you with the no, I'm busy. No. If she wants to reschedule like the date, if she really can't do the date, she will ask to reschedule if she really likes you. That's what I did with you.
Dude, when Ash said no, I asked her to hang out. I'm pretty sure I remember.
I didn't say no. I said I couldn't.
What day?
That
Do you remember?
I think
What
it was
day?
Wednesday.
Oh my God, you remember it too?
Yeah.
It was Wednesday. We were gonna hang out.
Yeah.
But then we were scheduled. I think it was for.
I asked you to schedule.
Yeah. She asked me reschedule. She said.
Because
okay.
I sent the first message, and what I say.
She said no, I can't. I have something right there. My little heart just snapped. I was like, oh my God. I was getting ready to text my boys like, yeah, dude, I took you out here. But then she sent me another text back right after, and she said, can you do Friday? I was like, yes. Friday, I was like, yes.
So that's like an example. I was interested in him, so obviously I'm gonna take time out of my schedule to like see if I can make time to hang out with him and stuff like that. A girl will always do that for you if she likes them. It may not be the day that you ask them, but if she asks you to reschedule, you're in. You're in, like, what do you call it?
Swimwear.
Yes. If she doesn't Snapchat you back, if she leaves you on a read, obviously. If she leaves you on read for like a week, please do just take it as a sign.
A
Do not
week?
send.
That's
yeah.
a lot of patience.
Or a few days. Just don't Snapchat her. Because if she doesn't like you, she's not gonna Snapchat you ever. I'm gonna be honest with you. Snapchat you back once, and then just leave. Don't be that person that is blowing up her phone with a Snapchat every day if she doesn't take time out of your day to Snapchat you. Do not do that, because that's just annoying to the girl as well.
Actually, one serious question though, for my guys out there. What does it mean when a girl snaps you back, but it's constantly like, it's like really late like replies? So like, I'd snap a girl at 1 p.m. and she replies to me at 10 p.m. And then a guy, obviously the guy's interested, snaps her back right after at 10:15. She waits till 5 p.m. the next day. Like, what is the reason for those really long waits on snaps?
It could just be being busy.
For a snap?
Yeah, no, seriously. Because if a girl likes you, she's gonna want to look good for you. So if she's looking rough, like if she's at school, like when we first started Snapchatting,
okay.
When I was at school, I was looking rough. I was like, I do not want to Snapchat this boy right now. I look like a whole hot mess. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait to Snapchat until I look better. And like, so I had the better lighting and stuff like that.
Ash always looked cute when she sent me.
And that could be one factor. Or it could be that she's just not interested, honestly, too. It's hard to read, honestly.
Yeah.
You're trying to have a conversation with her over Snapchat, like messaging, like, hey, how's your day? And she's just dubbing all your questions and just sending you a picture of, like, her eye or something like that, or the ground.
Ooh.
And do not be one of those guys, if she's not Snapchatting you back, do not send the picture of your junk. Please do not. That's a big no.
This is a really good question, guys. I know there's a lot of questions on this. How do guys take this now? A girl that, like, would text them and, like, low-key flirt with them, and snap them, low-key flirt them, and just kind of like, you know what I mean, be a little flirty, but then every time like they try to make like a plan to like hang out or go do something or like FaceTime or do something, it's like kind of like a dub.
That means she doesn't like you.
Then why is she like low-key?
Because she's probably just bored. I'm just being honest.
No, these are good questions.
Like, I see that thing on TikTok, like when girls make TikToks, like when you've been Snapchatting this guy for the whole quarantine, just having fun, he asked you to hang out after quarantine, they were like,
Really?
Yeah. It could just be like, they're just like flirty fun. They don't really want anything, they're just trying to like, I don't know.
Kind of just like play out the boredom a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't care. English says guys are so much more emotionally invested in a female.
It's such a lie. It's such a lie.
Okay. I'm trying to think if I have any more questions around the Snapchat, because I know Snapchat's a big thing.
If she doesn't follow you back on Instagram, she doesn't like you either.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna be honest.
What is a follow back So if you follow a girl,
it doesn't mean anything exactly. You add them on Instagram, then you add them on Snapchat, and they add you on both. That could mean that they won't maybe want to talk to you.
Maybe not Snapchat, not necessarily Snapchat, but like just like an Instagram follow.
It doesn't always mean anything. They could just follow you back because you have mutuals. It could mean something else. That's what I'm saying. Like if you follow on Instagram because you think they're cute and you want to take it further, don't DM them. Please do not.
I'm doing a lot of digging for my guys out there that are watching
DM
this.
them. But like if you add them on Snapchat and they add you back and like you start having a conversation, obviously they were kind of interested in you as well. If a girl follows you, it doesn't mean she always thinks you're attractive or likes the way you look. It means you just have mutuals or something like that. Okay. Or she knows someone that you know.
This is a really good question. You guys, I'm telling you, my guys who are watching this, really watch this question. I'm getting a lot of answers from a prime girl right here. Boom. A guy follows a girl on Instagram. They get the follow back. They don't have Snapchat in their bio like some people do. How does a guy, how would you like the guy to then, what the guy do there? Ah, getting there, huh? Stupid ass a little bit. Because you said no DMs. The DM would be justified at that point.
Okay, a DM would be justified at that point.
Yes.
I understand that. But you have to DM them the correct way.
How is that correct way? Hey, little mama, wanna see it?
Don't come off like you're like, oh, I just want to get in her pants. Like, I just want to do this.
So word it for my guys.
Hey, like, I thought you're really beautiful. I was wondering if I could maybe like have your Snapchat or your number. If not, it's totally cool. I just want to hit you up or something like that. Because you don't want to, if a girl says no, like asking for your Snapchat or stuff like that, there's a lot of guys that will come back at them like, oh, just kidding, you're ugly anyways, or you're fat anyways, or come
Those guys are insecure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like a lot of girls don't like to answer DMs as well, because if they don't answer your DM, don't come back with them like with negative stuff like, oh, I thought you were ugly anyways, like you're fat anyways or something like that.
That just makes you stupid.
Yeah.
I like that. Last question. Can girls talk to a guy who isn't the biggest?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I think it all comes down to preference. We all have different size.
So basically this means does size matter?
To some, it's all down to preference. It's all down to preference. Some girls don't even like sex like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna believe that, but some girls just don't like sex like that. Some girls just aren't as sexually motivated as others are. You can have a big size, okay, but don't know how to work it. Don't know how to work it, and you're just like me. Like that's not like, what are you gonna do for me? But if you're a guy that has like a medium to smaller size and you know how to work it and you're pleasing your girl and like making sure that she, you know what I'm trying to say here, then you're good. But if you have a little itty bitty one, you're just like, ugh, no. If you're not looking out for your girl and I don't want her to feel good as well. I hate when guys complain like, oh, she's not pleasuring me enough, like out of sex and stuff like that. But the real question, are you doing that for her? It all comes down to the girl. Some girls don't know no better. Some girls, like I said, don't care about sex that much, if I'm being honest. Some girls just don't. Some girls just don't like it. They like foreplay better or like other things better. It really comes down to the girl. I know I'm like getting like really down and dirty into these questions, but this really is gonna help out like guys and then also girls as well. So basically that's all the questions that we got for this video. I hope I answered them all to the best of my ability from a girl's perspective. So I hope you got some insight from that. My hope is like with this video, like girls can see this and hear Ash's point of view, but then share with like her boyfriend, her boyfriend and his friends, and kind of like help the guys out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, the way some of the guys like carry around talking to girls just looks corny. Alright guys, we'll catch you guys back in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Join the freaking family. Check our TikTok out. And new content every single day. 3 videos a week, don't forget. So stay tuned for those. We'll catch y'all back. See ya.